Bryce, how are you? Thanks for joining us, my man.
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing?
Good. So we didn't get to know you last year because of that darn foot issue. Can you explain what happened in terms of when you had a new screw and where are you now? Because you look good out there.
So yeah, right now I'm 100%, man. I put the foot behind me. I'm not really feeling it at all out there. So moving forward from the foot.
Last year? It just didn't take, right?
You said what?
It just didn't take last year because I know you wanted to play. It just didn't take.
Yeah. So like probably 2 weeks into training camp, I had misstepped on it and kind of twerked the screw. So that kind of made a bend in the screw and the bone kind of separated a little bit. So I was trying to deal with that.
Fantastic.
Next up, Eric Delala, go ahead.
Yeah, Bryce, just you talk a little bit about the chemistry there with, AJ, Kareem, Justin, and how that's developing.
I was developing great, man. It's a great group of guys. Easy to get along with. They're picking up the scheme really well, so I'm excited to get out there on the field with them.
Next up, Brandon Cristal.
Bryce, kind of combining the two questions into one. Justin was very quick to point out that you were super helpful last year, even though you were dealing with your own injury because you knew the defense so well. So how hard was that to balance not being able to get on the field, working every week, trying all the different things to get out there, but still helping your teammates, knowing that at some point you would have to get on the field to develop that chemistry?
Yeah, so, I mean, the whole process was real frustrating last year, but me being able to still, give a helping hand to my teammates kind of, made it worthwhile, like made me feel a part of it still. So that was good that they were taking my advice and stuff, but it was good.
Next up, Jeff Legel, go ahead.
Guys, I'm wondering, did you ever sort of feel any weird pressure last year that they had signed you and you came in here with the high hopes and then suddenly you're
Yeah, I for sure had a pressure on, with the foot. They just obviously they pay a guy to come in and make an impact on the field. I wasn't able to do that last year. So not only was that injury physical, it was mental too, just having that pressure weigh on you.
How'd you deal with the mental part of that?
Day by day, trying to stay engaged as much as possible with the team and not, just soaking my own sorrows, trying to not have it just be about me.
Kyle, go ahead.
Bryce, has there been any other adversity throughout your career that you've had to overcome, similar to this foot injury, or did you lean on anything in your past to kind of get through all that frustration and wanting to come back when you couldn't?
Yeah, I mean, I've had injuries in the past, but never, the same injury twice in a row. So that was something new for me. I know I've dealt with the frustration not being able to go out there and play, but to work all the way up into training camp and have it rehappen again, that was something new for me. So it was a new journey trying to get through that.
Next up, Nick Kosmider, go ahead.
Bryce, curious your thoughts of Jerry Jeudy and how you've enjoyed some of the battles with him in training camp so far.
Oh man, he's a great player, man. I love going up against him because I know I'm getting better. He's a savvy receiver. He knows how to create that separation that the quarterbacks love to see.
Next up, Zach Stevens.
Hey Bryce, where are you most comfortable playing? Outside, inside, and where do you see yourself playing the most this year?
That's a good question. I'm most comfortable at inside because that's what I've done most of my career, but I'm not foreign to outside. I'm willing to do both wherever the coach feels is best for the team, and that's where I'm going to be at.
Next up, Brandon Cristal.
Bryce, it's not your job to decide who's playing next to you, and Vic says that third cornerback spot's open between the three guys battling, but how are you seeing it, and is it beneficial to have them rotate in where every period you have a different guy playing next to you and AJ?
Oh, yeah, man. It's always good to have competition. That's what's going to bring the best in our team. So to have three solid dudes, fight for that position is always good for our team.
Next up, Troy.
Bryce, we look at the history of Coach Fangio's defenses. They typically have a spike that second year in terms of getting better. What do you see as in terms of can get better with this defense? Certainly you being part of it's going to help, but how can this defense get better in year two under Vic?
I feel like for year two, a lot of guys, just pick up the scheme a lot better. And, we're able to do, more advanced stuff that maybe we weren't able to do last year and stuff. So just the knowledge of the defense, people understanding how it's working, I feel like helps in the spike of the play in defense.
Guys, time for a few more. Next one, Ryan Koenigsberg.
Hey, Bryce, you didn't get much opportunity to go against Drew in practice last year. I'm curious what your impressions are going up against him in this camp.
Oh man, great player. He's got a great arm, and he'll be dropping dimes. He knows how to find that guy that's open. So I'm excited to see him out there.
Next up, Jeff Legwold.
Bryce, just going back to what you said about your comfort level inside, outside, or whatever, but Vic, even last year in training camp, was just adamant. He thought you could play and play well outside. Is that something he had to convince you of, or
Nah, not at all. In college I played corner and stuff. I only started playing nickel once I got to the league. So, I'm not, like I said, I'm not too foreign about the outside, and I'm willing to play whatever's gonna make the defense better.
Okay.
But did he ever shock you?
Go ahead, Jeff.
I just was wondering, his confidence level and your ability to do that, did that surprise you at all, or is that just something you like to hear? Or
Yeah, I mean, anybody would like to hear that, yeah. I mean, it didn't shock me, but it's good to hear.